that. As long as somebody's called you nigger and get that kind of response I see in you right now where you're ready to explode, then what you've done is given that person absolute control of you. You have no control in your life. You are still a slave. I said, you are. Well, you're being enslaved by you and nothing else. And I said, I'd like to have you be free because I'm free and I'm white. So why don't you pretend that we're going to get you free right now? And I suggest here's the way to do it. Everyone stand up. And I'm like, you people. I said, stand up. Come on, try something with me. Trust me just for a moment. Pretend I'm black. I get him to stand up, right? Now that I'll stand up, I said, now you guys just do what I do just for a minute if you really want to be free and if you want to have some fun. So let's try this. I stood up and I said, okay, follow me. Do what I say what I say, move the way I move. I'm a nigger, you're a nigger. Be a nigger too, be a nigger. Ooh, be a nigger.
Rose nose.
Unless you sound like old dirty ass motherfucker.
Ro shit hit different.
Ro take a long time, man. I hate these artistic dudes.
He's coming. Yeah, what's Ro?
Come on, Ro.
I know they mad. They can't stop. Number one soundtrack in the world. Black on. Even the number one movie for making records. Making the whole wow. VHS soundtrack. I told y'all. In the movie. I told y'all I'm gonna show y'all how to clean your dirty money up with good money. Invest into yourself. You heard? My partner gave me 50.
This is the I'm Kinda Famous podcast. I'm your host, Lester Rowe. New week, new episode 95 of the I'm Kinda Famous podcast. KINDA FamousPod, POD.com, the official website, Facebook.com/KindaFamousPod, ArrowFilms.com, our official website. Go over there to see what the fuck I'm doing. Damn, got shit everywhere. What the fuck was that? Arrow Films. Get them clean ass people collectors. Got some fucking hats coming soon, so you can order your exclusive people collector t-shirt right now, as well as Cosmic Culture at arrowfilms.com/buy now. If you into astrology, zodiacs, get that Cosmic Culture. You fucking with me and with my brand. Clean ass people collectors. What else? From the ground up, groundupict.com. Go check out the web series that's out now. That's about the local music scene and just, you know, how these artists do their goddamn thing. All right, we got 2 episodes out now. 3, 4, and 5 coming out real soon. We're still, I got a lot of editing still to do. Some things came up. Technical difficulties as per usual. Because, you know, when you use your tools break sometimes. So I had to do some repairs, some things of that nature. And we're back at it. We're back at it. Let's see. Is that it? Oh, get me on the social media, man. Instagram and Twitter at Ro is famous. Come fuck with me. I think I said Facebook. Facebook.com/KindaFamousPod if I did. You can also order shirts through the Facebook. Facebook is where I post pretty much everything that I talk about. So yeah, man. New week, new episode. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is, but last week, Game of Thrones finale, Dunskies, is over. Episode 5 is done. I mean, the whole series is done basically. Now, what I find interesting, I'm gonna say, first of all, I enjoy the Game of Thrones finale personally. I wasn't mad at it. Let me back up. The writing, the whole season seemed a little fucking off, and I talked about that last week. But when you get the ending that they gave you with Bronn the Broken becoming, or Bran the Broken, or whatever the fuck it is, taking the Iron Throne, it made sense. They tied it up. They made it all come together by the end of it. And bad writing turned into decent writing, considering the ending that the ending that they eventually gave you. I mean, like all the shit had to happen in order to give you that ending. Now, with a show as epic, as big, as in your face as Game of Thrones was, I know a lot of people wasn't happy with that. But what they was able to do was say, look, we gonna take blood lineage, birthright away from the throne. The most important part, the most important person when it comes to this is the elders, the people with the history, the people that are able to tell the stories of past, present, and future, or at least past and present. So writing it that way, like John had to do this, to do that, he had to be in prison, like all these certain things had to happen to make that ending be what it was. And as much as people didn't like it, it's actually a good ending to the season, all things considered. So one of the greatest shows goes out besmirched. Now I seen a lot of people mad and they want to redo of the season, but it's like, yo, y'all want to redo of the season as if these people want to keep working on this fucking show. This is a big fucking show. This is an expensive fucking show. Game of Thrones is expensive as fuck. And I just don't think that they really want to continue, doing it. I mean, part of me also feels like there was a conversation had to say, hey, do y'all want to do this and stretch this out or what? And maybe they just didn't have enough content that they felt like they could tell a story going on. I think I kept reading that HBO wanted 10 seasons and this and that. It's like everyone's siding with corporation, but really that's only because they selfishly just want more show. And I think some of it is sheep mentality where people just like, yeah, we they mad, so I'm mad. Fuck it. It was all right. It was all right. It's done. So no one has to talk about it anymore. So Game of Thrones not the worst that I've seen. Not the best that I've seen, but I can't honestly think of any series that ended like in satisfaction other than House. I kind of enjoyed how House ended. But I can't think of that many and a lot of shows I don't even get all the way to the end. I don't get that invested. Shit, I wasn't even invested in Thrones. 1, 2, and 8. Goddamn. That's all I fucking dealt with. So, hey, that is done and done. Let's see. We got what's going on? NBA playoffs. Golden State finally got rid of them goddamn was it a sweep? I can't even remember if it was a sweep. Was that a fucking sweep? Golden State versus the Blazers. Steph Curry acting up. KD hurt. What else? Who else got off? Klay Thompson got off. Draymond Green really was the MVP of the fucking series. All things considered. Damian Lillard, trash. I hate calling players trash because I know they could beat me, but in the grand scheme of things, as a commentator of worldwide NBA sports, or basketball and sports, all things considered, bitch, I can call you trash. You didn't come up. You didn't amount to what you're supposed to do. So, hey, man, you let them boys dog you out. Slam you every third quarter. They slammed you. Fucking, hey, it was a decent series, but you got a good series going over there with the Raptors. Drake acting up, but the Raptors and shit, I don't know who the fuck they playing. The Raptors and whoever Giannis play for, the Greek Freak. The Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks versus Toronto Raptors. The 6. It's been coming out to be a real good series. Kawhi is a beast. He's hurt. Last game, fucking Giannis got hurt. And he's just sitting on the closing moments of the game, he hurt. And I think overtime? Nah, it wasn't overtime. I don't think it was overtime, but closing moments when it's important, he hurt, and they let the Raptors go up 3-2, beating you at home? What? Come on, fam. You can't lose at home. So now it's up 3-2. Fucking Toronto can close it out. And then it'll be Toronto versus Golden State where they'll get mopped again because there's just not enough threats. And who's the bum over on fucking Toronto? Kyle Lowry. Come on, man. You ain't gonna do your part, and everybody can't. But that also show you how soft. I shouldn't say soft. How limited the Eastern Conference is. because it's been some dog fights over on the West. And there's been some dog fights on the East with a whole lot less weapons. So if somehow anyone in the East can figure out how to beat Golden State, hey, there's going to be a whole new respect coming out of that East. A whole different one. Because it don't even matter because KD going to be back. And that's a problem. You know, they busting niggas' heads without Kevin Durant. So, you know. But, hey, man, shout out to just anybody. You know, the NBA is tough, yo. Well, sports is tough. Because NFL ends and then it kind of gets this little weird quiet moment. And then all these other sports try to emerge. You know, hockey tries to emerge. They, did a fair thing, but I think that's over. And now nobody knows that somebody won the Stanley Cup. Like, that's crazy. Golf comes up. Tiger Woods does his thing. I think some tennis was in there. I don't think baseball doing shit. It could be. Spring training. So you have all these little different things going, but it's always one, the NBA. Fuck, I fucked around the other day with watching axe throwing. The fuck is that shit about? Nigga sitting there watching this motherfucking axe throwing. But it is what it is, man. We going into the summer, so which that means the NBA must end, and we got to figure out what the fuck going on in the summer. You know, everybody gonna be getting right. Everybody gonna be working out and shit. You know, what's that little fitness group people used to do about 3, 4, 5 years ago? CrossFit. Niggas out there getting their CrossFit body. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. What's all this summertime? It's funny because you see so many people trying to get their shit right for the summer. Everybody trying to get their shit right for the summer. Then there's niggas out there with the doughboy belly. Now, that doughboy belly like the old Gucci man belly. Shout out to y'all niggas, man. Y'all don't give no fuck. Nigga come out there with a regular fucking t-shirt with nothing but air getting up under that thing. You know what I mean? Can't tuck it in, but you still fly with your shit, though. That doughboy belly, like the nigga that just, it's like that belly that developed when you sitting on the porch or sitting on the stoop. You know what I mean? And it's just like, nigga, the stomach there. I ain't no beast, but I ain't no little nigga either. You know what I mean? Nigga every arm be looking like they in good ass shape, belly just sitting there. Looking like they got rocks and telling niggas, hey man, go on catch it. It's up under the brick, man. It's up under the brick. Shit. Nigga, fuck, while we giving shout out to motherfuckers, really need to give a shout out to them chicks with the body like they just had a baby. But they been in the gym for a month, you know what I mean? Where they ain't like, they not skinny, they ain't back in shape, but you can see that they getting there. They always got them big dumbass titties. Thick. But you could tell like they still kind of insecure about that little stomach area. They were high-waisted every fucking thing. Shout out to them. Shout out to y'all, shit. Shit. Matter of fact, while I'm getting shout out, niggas, shout out to all them niggas that feel away about fucking with a nigga baby mama. And you could tell he a good dude. Shit. You know what I mean? Where the bitch baby daddy a good ass nigga. You like, yo, you really need to figure out if y'all gonna be together or not. I know. Shout out to y'all niggas, man. Have a little remorse fucking with a nigga baby mama. Cause he a good solid ass nigga. Every time you with her, he called to talk to the kids. Every time the kids, you see her kids, you can see that nigga just sent a package or some shit. You know what I mean? You could tell he a good, every time you trying to smash it, like, let me ask my baby dad, and he always take the kid. Shout out to y'all niggas who feel away. When you start to counsel that bitch, like, yo, you know what I mean? That's a good nigga you over here about to leave for me, because I ain't trying to be here long. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all niggas, man. Matter of fact, with the summer coming, man, shout out to all the chicks who wear t-shirts in the swimming pool. Because you got big ass titties. You don't want nobody to look at you. Want a one piece and a t-shirt. Shout out to y'all. Well, shit, while we at the pool, nigga, shout out to all them niggas who just be sitting at the pool. Don't ever get in, don't ever get wet, just be out there looking. Good stalking pervert ass nigga. Shout out to y'all niggas, shit. You know what I mean? Shit, just Just, everybody. And hopefully, if you want them niggas, man, you want them niggas that listen to the podcast, tell somebody. Shit, nigga over here talking shit for fun. I'm shouting out to all you motherfuckers. And since we just got through talking about Golden State, big shout out to Aisha Curry. Cause she need the attention right now. Got a good ass nigga at work busy. She over to need attention. This nigga busy at work, bringing home a living. Look at her. Out here needing everybody attention. Fucking up a good ass household. Just make sure we give her some acknowledgement cause she want it. She want the shit. But anyway, man. What else on this motherfucking list? Jussie Smollett, quick little update on that. Speaking of motherfuckers who want attention. Motherfucking Jussie Smollett, Empire came back. And I can't remember if they said this nigga gonna be on the show or not. Let me pull some shit up real quick. But it's an update in his case. Well, not even an update since they kind of chilled on a bunch of that shit. But word is, they about to release them goddamn records, man. Them sealed records. They about to put that shit in the world. Know what that mean?
I'm in danger.
They finna fuck this nigga up. Nigga, they finna fuck this nigga up. See, that's what happened when it's one of them situations like people trying to make that a racial thing, this, that, and the third, and it probably has some degree to it. And I heard them brothers, they feeling a type of way about him putting all this blame on him. That's just the, you know what I mean? So they about to put the whole story out there on his ass. And we gonna find out, what the police know. Cause I know some people, man, in the LGBTQ community who fuck with him, and they was really on the defense about all the shit that was going on. And he, this particular dude who was tight about some of the things with Jussie he was defending him to no end. See, y'all think this, that, and the third. Nigga, Jussie ain't do shit. Why would he want to do something like that to himself? That's dumb. That's real dumb. Well, we gonna find out. We gonna find out when the courts put that unsealed document, cause niggas, not niggas, but the news gonna do the work for us. We gonna listen to whatever the news say. Maybe, hopefully, Complex or Vibe. They got some people on the staff. BuzzFeed or some shit will read through it and give me the shit I need to know. Because this nigga, that's the last thing he probably wanted to happen, is for any of that fucking information to get out there. Cause shit, he them Chicago niggas, they get to acting up, crying and shit, acting. Hold on.
Y'all trying to kill me? That doesn't even make sense.
It don't. And that's why I can't wait. Cause they gonna backtrack. They gonna go through all that shit on Jussie. In his little case, he shouldn't have ever did the shit, honestly. And it's crazy. I think he is about to get some paper. I think he finna get some money out this whole shit from Empire. And I'm I'm rocking with 50 Cent. Well, 50 was like, what's my man, Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels and all these people had something to do with trying to make this happen and things get out of hand. The thing is, like, you gotta understand, man, police and investigators, they lazy, but they ain't dumb. And the way that Jussie was talking with the spice, they weren't finna let that shit lay. And then get it to the fact where Rahm Emanuel, I think his name is, the mayor of Chicago, the governor of Illinois, one or two. Nah, mayor of Chicago, I'm pretty sure. Like, he want all that shit out. You trying to embarrass my city, man. A city that already has its fair share of complication when it comes to violence and race issues and shit like that. Man, he created a scenario and a situation that really would be a black eye for all of Chicago. Like, they already know Southside is a thing, but all of Chicago. And then, he tried to make it racial. Then all of a sudden it looked like you just the type of people that defend the situation is crazy. But now the whole investigation is being unsealed. So
I'm in danger.
sorry, nigga. But there was another story I was just reading. I was recently reading. Let me see if I can find it. Oh shit! This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. So it's a guy in Oklahoma. On his Jussie Smollett shit, doing the same fucking dumb shit. It says here in this story, man faked his own kidnapping and taunted the police on Facebook with photos of himself bound and gagged to get the sympathy from his girlfriend. Oh man. This story got me, man. It's a nigga. I'm just flat out. It's a nigga. Here we go. A man has been arrested after police said that he faked his own kidnapping in a bid to garner sympathy from his ex-girlfriend. Bitch been gone. He done lost his girl to the gang. She out here on the other nigga. But Darius Steve Roberts was arrested on Thursday in Tulsa, Oklahoma, charged with obstructing justice and filing a false report of a crime. Police said Roberts disappeared early on Thursday and his family began receiving shocking and violent threats from the kidnapper via Facebook and text messages. Now, it's a picture of him and it looks to be with a shed. I give him props, man. He went out the way because he looked tied up. You can't really tell that he's tied up, but he looked tied up. It's posted on his Facebook page. It has duct tape, him sweating with water and shit around his mouth. Looked like he got a bib or some shit on. And it says the family was horrified. So then there's post. My nigga went in. He went in. And here's the worst of this shit. Here's the worst of him going in on this is because like the grammar is so fucked up that like it's like, how do you niggas think y'all really about to get away with this shit? But it's like, we about to have some fun since he want to put other people's business out. That we about to do the same. Let's get the game. Let's I can't read this shit. About to do the same. Let's the game. Let's see, it's so fucked up. I can't even say it. I'm gonna say it the right way. Let the game begin. We will fuck him up right now, but we want him to feel all the pain. Told that bitch this thug in town. This is what it say. I'm gonna post it on the Kind of Famous Facebook page, Kind of Famous pod. And so it say this. This is the initial post. And what the fuck is going on? Oh, wrong shit. And and what's crazy is like, you know how on Facebook you get all the little thumbs up, thumbs down and shit. You see one that's just laughing. It's like, damn, nigga, this nigga got kind of friends who don't give a fuck about him. He posts this shit and niggas is just gonna laugh right at him. I can't see what the profile picture is, but the picture's already up of him like tied up and all this dumb shit. First, most relevant post. The kidnapper say,
that doesn't even make sense.
This is silly. The kidnapper say, you think that's one of us in the profile? No, nigga. Let you tell how smart we are. When the police do a search on the Facebook profile, it's going to all lead back to Darius. We know people that know how to do things like this. Let's see how long it takes for the pigs to find us. See, here's the best part. We not even in Tulsa, my nigga. These niggas over here like, hello? Hey, this the kidnap. I got Darius right here. I got Darius right here. We won't get caught. We had this planned out for a long time. We could have been got his ass. Hey, we got Darius over here. We won't even get caught up. We had this planned for a long time. You think we scared to die, bitch? We should kill him. I want to so bad. So bad, this bitch ass nigga. But give us some money, nigga, bye. Like, this is one of the worst shit. Now, this is the thing, like, all right. You would think a kidnap. This is a big nigga. Like, this is a big ass dude. Hey, we back. We gonna break this nigga legs, man.
Y'all beg us not to blow his fucking brains out. We're gonna put that shit all over the wall. Bitch, y'all thought we was stupid? You dumbass bitch. They're not gonna find us. The fuck out of my face. Bring us the money right now.
Now, here's the thing. They never wanted anything. They never even wanted anything. So what happened, the Tulsa Police Department organized a task force to try to find this nigga. They had the fucking homicide division. They had everything. Then the cops approached. It says here, as cops approached the home, As cops approached the home where they believe Roberts was, he was seen jumping out of the rear window and fleeing, according to the police. Anyway, Roberts was booked for obstruction and creating a false report, and he was charged at 159. He is in jail. He remains in custody at the Tulsa County Jail pending $1,000 bond. This nigga need $100 to get out of jail. It was not immediately clear if he had an attorney. People who I haven't seen or heard from in months called me on my way. We're going to seek help for him. This is embarrassing, says his ex-girlfriend, Michelle Bouzier. Yo, what's going on, man? What's wrong with you niggas, man? What's wrong with you niggas? Kidnapping yourself. Kidnap yourself. Jussie beat himself up. This nigga, was about to die. I don't know how. This nigga, like, he's supposed to be bonded. All he do is got his hands behind his back with duct tape on. Like, man, it's crazy out here, man. You know, it would have been dope if he made a fucking hostage video. But I guess he saw what happened with Justin and was like, you know what? I ain't gonna let nobody know what I'm doing. I don't even understand, like, what. I want to see what the ex-girlfriend look like. She got to be bad. Cause if you ain't a badass mother, if she ain't bad, when niggas be like, yeah, I can see it, nigga, you did all that dumb shit for nothing. For a old regular ass bitch. A regular self. You gonna do that, nigga, not even a regular self, nigga, Oklahoma self. You did that shit for Oklahoma 7. And now you got $1,000 bond. All you need is $100. Nigga, you ain't even got that to get out. Bail bonds don't even want to take it. Like, nah, nigga, you can come up with $1,000. You came up with all this bullshit. You come up with $1,000. So that's that. That's the update on Jussie. That's my guy down there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, who nigga want his bitch back. What can I say? Niggas want their bitch back. There's another little story out there that I don't even know how much I care about or even convinced about it. But Jada Pinkett Smith is back in the fucking news with her red table. Here's the shit. It's the ultimate like clout chase. It's the ultimate like messy show. Because they bring up shit and they know you can tell when they know they got a hit, because weeks go by, and you don't hear nothing about this show. Then all of a sudden, nigga, they got a hot one, and they hit you with it. And we all in it, and whatever they end up getting, it ends up taking over it takes over the airwave.
At one point in my life where I was trying to practice
abstinence.
And
do you think that fixation on porn came from an emotional?
It did. You know, it was actually like feeling like an emptiness.
Yeah.
At least you think it is.
Exactly.
But it's actually not. And I actually reading like some of the effects of pornography, like the idea that it really gives you false expectations as far as sexual interaction.
Yeah.
I can definitely see with
I can
men,
see that.
Oh, yeah.
you know, how a woman should always be ready.
Exactly.
He should be able to have sex however he wants.
In any position.
Anywhere
in your head.
And you should enjoy it no matter what. At one point in my life where I was trying to practice abstinence. And,
do you think that fixation on porn came from an emotional?
It did. You know, it was actually like feeling like an emptiness.
That doesn't even make sense.
All right, relax. Relax. So, in this clip, Jada Pinkett speaks about porn addiction. I thought I had my charge on me. She talks about her porn addiction and this whole idea of, filling a void or bullshit like that. Look, I'm not even sure. I know porn can be an addiction. So I'm not even discrediting that. But I just find, like, she's sitting there with her daughter and they're talking about porn addiction and all this shit, which is cool. It's good to have these kind of conversations with your family. But in a way, they are a different kind of family. They are a much different kind of family. Very unique. I don't know. And just the idea, it seemed like as long as we known Jada, she's been with Will Smith. I can't think of like maybe Pac. Like, it seems to me, I don't know where she could, like, I don't know where she had time to really look at it like she had a porn addiction, considering she's in a Hollywood world where, hey man, if she wanted to get to it, she can get to it. Everybody want to fuck Jada. Now, I get it. There's a good thing about disconnection. With porn, you can be disconnected from a spouse and mate. Emotions is just all about stimulation, right? But for me, when I think about a porn addiction, I think of like the person who watches the whole video. Not just bam, 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 got the nut, let me go. I'm thinking about the nigga who watched the whole video. Like, nigga, they watch 3-4 sex scenes happen. Or just let the shit go. Like, you see the scene, you see it from credit to credit. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I think of porn addiction, and I almost wonder, like, when it comes to porn addiction, is it about the sex or the porn itself? Not the sex, but the busting the nut. Because once that's done, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to see the porn no more once it's done. So I wonder how much of porn addiction is really about like watching the porn. Like people say you got a music addiction. And it may not be about making music, just about listening to it. I want to hear as much as possible. When it comes to porn, is it simply about watching it, or is it the arousal that comes with it, or what? Where you get to the point where you say this is an addiction. Now, if you're an enthusiast or a researcher, as I can be, I think that can be different versus the person who's like, I'm addicted to it, man. Nigga, that's porn? You got some porn going on? Come on, nigga, come on out here, sit down. Let's. What you got? What you got? Cause are you a person? What do you got? Some Lisa Ann there? What do you got? Well, let me see what you got. Let me see your history. Like, is it just simply about watching it and viewing it and seeing? I don't know. In ways, I wonder now, as I say this, is Instagram or any of those kind of things where you get bombarded with so much ass cheek and titty meat. Is that the new softcore porn? Social media. These models, because really the only thing that was really that different when you watch Skinamax, as they would call it back in the day, is like you just see raw nipple, right? Like you see gestures, you see motions and all that kind of shit. You might see some bare ass or something. But like when you got the internet, Skinamax it ain't even necessary. So your leap is going literally from some Insta model with a see-through shirt or whatever the fuck going on, all the way over to X videos or some shit, Pornhub. Like, that's the natural motion there. If you're gonna say porn is an addiction or some shit like that, right? Like, the difference between soft and hardcore is really Instagram to Pornhub versus Skinamax to, like, what was it like? Was it Playboy and it was something else way back in the gap? Nigga, on the internet, nigga, there was them Bang Bus trailers, nigga. You get a good 30 seconds on a Bang Bus trailer? What? What? That 30 seconds, nigga. Matter of fact, then they got hip because niggas wasn't buying shit. You watch the fucking Bang Bros or whatever the fuck it is. You get by 6 tries and they're like, fam, you want to watch some more, nigga, you're going to have to come up out that credit card. Now, the more I talk about this, I feel like I got an addiction. Thanks, Jada. Thanks, Jada Pinkett Smith. Making me feel like I'm some kind of goddamn savage out here. But just thinking about this. Just thinking about this a little bit. Kind of getting into this porn bag. Adult entertainment, if you will. Adult entertainment. I wonder how much, man, it was just on the tip of my tongue and I fucking forgot what I was going to talk about. It just led me to something about the workings of porn, but I'm not going to remember. So, porn addiction. I want to know so bad and it's not going to come to me. It's not going to come to me. And the problem with this is like with the podcast, I'm not finna stop. This shit finna keep recording. So I'm not going to stop to try to figure out what the fuck it was. I just wanted to come back to me. Pause. But, there's hold on. Niggas stay sending me bullshit, bruh. Oh, none of that shit, man. Fuck out of here. Porn addiction. Porn addiction. Something about porn. I was talking about them fucking old school, them clips. Being able to play them clips back in the day and get off. Now, social media, you almost just so close to, like so many females really close to being in the game. They close to being in the game. Like all that classiness and all that classy shit. Like I see all these twerk videos, things like this on social media. Like they be that close. Like even like models and shit, the type of shit that they shoot will be right on the cusp of pornography. But they don't do it, right? Which is cool. Like teachers on, you find your own limit. But like softcore compared to back then to now, nigga, that line, so that distance, that gauge, that access is so much shorter. That's what it was. I was reading something the other day where someone was like, or maybe this is a conversation where they were just basically saying like porn today versus now, like the unrealistic aspect that people feel like there is for it is like how they say, like now if you're a young nigga and you get it and you trying to learn about sex through porn, you just think just in it, like hardcore, like that's what you're supposed to do. Versus like when I grew up on porn or the porn that came on late night or whatever, it was so much softer and so much sensual. So then when I started having sex, and I did know that there was hardcore porn out there, I don't think they just called it hardcore. It's just like porn versus what the fuck it ever was on Cinemax. The big difference between the two, where you had the easier access to the softer shit. So then when it came down to like relationships with women having sex, like my idea of great sex comes from a passionate, more softer place. And then the fucking is just fucking. Like that was always the mentality. Like this is sex, but this is fucking. Versus like now, I don't know, but if a kid now, like their access is from Instagram, which they know ain't sex because that is blocked, all the way straight to X videos where they just bam. They just going straight for the motherfucking juggler. So now they try to have a sexual relationship with somebody. They don't know about the term love making, slow stroking a motherfucker. None of that shit. No sensualness. It's just straight raw beats. Like that is the new level where we at right now when it comes to sexual relationships. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good in the hood because I know I come from a generation of motherfuckers that get like, here's the difference. I remember shit like, and because I had this fucking this gauge between like what is soft and what is hardcore. Pause. Growing up, I remember I always make the analogy like there's a point in your life where niggas was like, if it hurt, I'm doing a good job. If I make her hurt, I'm doing a great job. I am, quote, beating the pussy up. It's like, nigga, if she, you know, how sometimes you could be getting up in that thing and she reach back to push it, to, you know what I mean, tell you relax. You knew, oh yeah, I'm working that shit. I'm busting.
Hello, motherfucker. Ew.
Backs out, nigga, like I'm doing it. But then you get a certain age, you realize, yo, if it hurt, let me relax. You know what I mean? Let me not just ram dick up in there. Let me work the fucking dick in. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me get her like that. That was the way, like that for me is the way to handle it now, because I know now that it's not about that. I don't know that they don't know it's about that. One, when you look at porn, everybody got the wood on them. Everybody got the hammer. And they just slanging that motherfucker. They got man, we had this position we used to call a shotgun position. I don't know if it has made it across time or not, but the shotgun was you put them ankles by them ears, right? You put them ankles by them ears and you just fall in the pussy. Like everything was just this hard slap, right? But now I don't really do that shit. Like if I throw the, you know what I mean, you throw the legs on the shoulders, but I ain't really trying to put no ankles by the ears because I don't know the threshold. I ain't trying to fuck no shit up. I ain't trying to catch no case. I ain't trying to do nothing that's gonna lead to no trouble. But when I look at porn now, if you're a young nigga and you copying that shit, at what point are you watching anything that's sensual? Everything is fucking a face. Everything is like put the whole thing in your mouth. Matter of fact, now that you got the whole thing in your mouth, can you get some balls in that goddamn thing? That is ridiculous. For a sexual deviant, man, I'm afraid, man, raise your sons right, man. They gonna be my daughter, and you will not be putting your goddamn, you will not be putting her ankles by her ears, bro. Treat nigga, you young niggas out there, somebody better be teaching y'all niggas some shit, man. Somebody better be teaching y'all, man. Don't be on blacked. Don't be on blacked with my goddamn daughter, bro. Teach these niggas, man. Speaking of this shit, as I was doing research for the show on this porn topic, one thing I noticed, I don't know if y'all niggas like me, man. I'm a nigga that like I said, I am a researcher as one to do, nigga. I'm not, you know, I don't look at porn for pleasure. I look at so I know what's going on. You know what I mean? I look at the so I know what's going on. So I can be abreast of some things, of some breast. But I'm one of them niggas that like to read the comments, man. I'm a nigga that see a porn, I like to read the comments, man. Comments be wild, man. Don't let it be like some like what nigga on black and on some craziness, on some hood shit, boy. Them comments get lit, nigga. The whole MAGA gets up. The MAGA be looking for some naggers, man. They be in the comments going hard like this big monkey. Why would she want to put some monkey up in her? Like it just be the craziest shit. Matter of fact, let me look up. Let me find someone worth researching. We'll get up in these comments. You know, if we gonna get anybody, we got to get the honorable. If we talking MAGA, we got to get the only Trump that we recognize. And everybody know the only Trump that we recognize is the lovely Tiana Trump. That's who comments we about to get up on. I ain't even gonna tell y'all my favorite shit. So we just the favorite place I like to research. Okay, relax. We gonna go to X videos. We're gonna hit Tiana Trump. See what we get here. Blacked Raw. Tiana Trump is back and craving some BBC. Let's see. Let's get up in these comments, man. Here we go. Oh man, first comment by Shane275. He left this about a month ago. He just caught this. This ain't interracial. Tiana Trump is light-skinned black woman. What the fuck is this shit? Niggas is tight, bro. How do you even get to the point? I get it, because black is supposed to be like interracial shit. It's like hardcore interracial. How a nigga gonna be mad? This nigga say this ain't interracial. Tiana Trump is a light-skinned black woman. What the fuck? 55 thumbs up. Imagine get to a place where you was on porn and you really looking for some interracial beats, and then this shit pops up. Like, how fucking upset? How upset are you really that it's pussy, man? It's fucking. I don't know. I was asking somebody, like, what do they look for when a female actually look at what they look for when they look for porn, and they tend to like want to look for scenarios that they think they will be in. So I guess this got the Shane275 must be a black dude who only looks for white women. So I can understand his dismay when he opened up X videos and he goes to Black Raw because he found his favorite section, and then he doesn't see an interracial thing. He's kind of pissed off about it. Let's see what we got. I'm thinking black should start fucking some sisters. This is hella dope. Okay. There's more comments, man. Just in the comments. This is the type of shit I like. It's just entertaining, the fact that how deep this gets for people. Tiana needs to start doing anal and DPs, man. The time has come. What the fuck? He gets a thumbs up. Shout out to Reverend Aswadisi. I don't know, man. Lil Daddy says, which one of you weirdos voted down this video? Y'all lame. Let's see. Here's a long one. Let's see. Here's a long one of one of the comments. This one took time. He was jacking off. I can't even imagine how you jack off or come to porn. Maybe this is porn addiction. How you even get to porn and you get to a place in the porno where you stop everything you doing because you just got to leave a comment on the situation. You sitting here like, log in. Here we go. This one says, the vice lords or not, being a vice lord or not, this just justifies the whole anal thing. They always prefer girls' ass over their pussy. It's called sodomy. And they more than likely learned it under the state juvenile system. Those jail guards are pretty fucked up in pieces of walking flesh. It's sad, just sad. Thumbs up and a thumbs down for that. Who is he? Another juicy booty ass. Those two were not acting. That night, he nutted up in that pussy. He couldn't help it. All right, man. Yeah, I'm one of them niggas, man. I'm one of them weirdos that get up in these comments. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I got a porn addiction according to the things that I like to do when I'm watching porn. Not even that I'm watching it. If I get to this place, I'm no longer watching the porn. I'm not even watching. I'm looking at comments. Cause hold on. I'm a nigga sissy for white man. But this black man here, I would love to be his slave. I do whatever he want. Why do this nigga think we know who he is? I'm a nigga sissy for white man. He wants to get freaky. Whoever left this comment. Man, let me get the fuck up off here, man, for y'all fuck my algorithm up. Over here trying to research and fuck with y'all. Let's see, man. What else fucking had? Cardi B, we gonna hit some quick points. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Let me see what my time is. See what this fucking time is. Yeah, we gonna get up out of here after this shit. Cardi B had a surgery. Well, she postponing some dates of her show. We'll get into some music shit. She postponed some dates of her show or canceled a few shows because complications with her surgery. She had some breast work done, and some filler in her lip didn't go well. So there's some complications that forced her to stop what she's doing and just wait for a healing process. So much great recovery to Cardi B. But no pun intended. But I find it interesting how, man, I just learned this word from the Zero and Rome podcast. Body dysmorphia. It's like a mental illness where like women think they look worse than what they actually look. And I saw a video of Cardi with like no makeup and no shit, and she's a pretty chick. She's a pretty chick. I kind of prefer that one over all the makeup. And I get it. She's a superstar. She needs a glam squad, this whole thing. But then when it comes to like manipulating and morphing your body, getting the lipo, getting all that crazy. Now, I hate to say craziness. If you need it, you need it. But all the body augmentations, it's like, yo, man, can't you? It's funny. Not funny, but every major female rap act goes through major surgery. Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, Cardi. If you name a big female artist of since maybe the late 90s, all of them has done crazy work to their body. And it doesn't need it. Like, we talking women who was beautiful to us, to the public, to men who was like, looked at them like, wow, like, look at Foxy, look at except for Eve. Eve kept it 100 with them little bit ass titties. But for the most part, like the Nickies, like Nicki Minaj niggas was fucking with Nicki. Cardi was a stripper. Like, we was fucking, I mean, not we necessarily, but niggas was fucking with her. Lil' Kim, like, people were fucking with them early. Before all the bullshit, before they got a little paper and they get some paper and they fuck up their body and become like this weird thing. Like, we've been around long enough for people to look at Nicki and say, man, that's too much goddamn ass. Niggas like ass, like, that's too much ass. That's the type of ass that on, like, your thigh look all fucked up. Now, Cardi about to be in the same place, and the worst of it is, like, you start to have these complications, like many of them will. No matter the amount of money that they spend on this shit, it's not a perfected science when you start to go too far out of range. Now the body get all fucked up. You get infected. I think Kanye, that's how Kanye lost his mom. Fucking with them Brazilians or doing, body work. Gotta watch that shit, man. I just made this joke on social media, like how all the plus size models lose weight. And all of a sudden they stop hashtagging plus girl or whatever the fuck different big girl hashtags is. Like, if we gonna be body positive, we gotta be body positive. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if you need some help here and there with the weight, whatever. But when it comes to like the breast work, the face, fuck with all the bullshit, like, man, you gotta relax. To circle this back down to porn, a surgeon once told me, anytime you see a porno and the dude penis points down, like it don't erect up, that means that they had surgery on their penis because they don't have the strength to lift the dick up. Like, the blood will flow, but it won't lift because you broken some vessels and shit like that to elongate it. So anytime you see them niggas with the hard dick that don't come up, shit's fake, bro. These niggas don't come out with, 13, 12 inches, man. I always thought something was weird about that shit too, but I ain't know, because my shit don't go down like that. So I'm like, man, that literally feel like you're dragging a leg with you. I would think. I don't know. I got enough dick for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got enough dick where I give dick and I got dick left over. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, how I peel these motherfuckers back. But let's get off of that, man. I ain't really trying to talk about that. Not my penis, man. But one thing we will, I'm gonna get serious real quick though. Speaking of sex, since this seems to be a sex episode, Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, the motivational speaker. Now, last week I started doing a post show. Last week there was a topic that I cut out of the whole post show that you can see on Facebook and YouTube and IGTV. That I'm kind of famous post show. I cut it out because I felt like joking about it was a little too insensitive. Tony Robbins has been accused. The joke, basically, I'm gonna say the joke, and I don't give a fuck. The joke was basically about Tony Robbins and his allegedly harassing, and you're basically harassing women and trying to have sex with them. And the joke basically was he harassing them or was he motivating them? And so I decided to cut it because it felt like in poor taste. It wasn't a joke good enough that was worth creating that shitstorm that would have happened. But so this is really an incident between BuzzFeed and Tony Robbins. In which Tony Robbins is this big motivational speaker. Like he said some really great things. You can see him on the Gary Vaynerchuk. He's been on Oprah. He's been on Dr. Phil. Been on a lot of shit. And but he has been alleged to have tried to manipulate some women and things like that. BuzzFeed has published these articles. There's been many things that come out about it. Some where he refuted. Some he wrote an open letter. I'm not going to read that. I may or may not post it. I don't know. You can go look it up. The problem is that he went back after BuzzFeed. He said that also he had some evidence that the women was being persuaded and coerced to say certain things. And, just like anything, if you fight a situation too hard, they start finding shit that you didn't think they would find. At the beginning of the episode, we played a clip from a Tony Robbins secret tape where he was having a speech in a crowd that was predominantly white. He was talking about when he went and talked to a black group. And you can start the episode from the beginning and hear it. And so hearing this, it makes you think sometimes like there is this weird level of comfort sometimes that let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up a little bit just to see if he's made any comment about that racial piece. What does this say? Let me go to this little deal here. An open letter to BuzzFeed. Relax. But it makes you think. It makes you call into question, what are the true thoughts that these people have about black people sometimes? Like, what are the true thoughts? And sometimes I just wonder, like, even in politics, like, we know that, you can't have a white friend who listens to rap music and think that they never said the N-word, right? But the difference sometimes to me, because I'm a context person, I don't really give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about a white person using the N-word, really. Because I'm about the context in which you use it. If we're having a conversation, you say N-word as a part of the context of what you want to say, I'm not going to be offended because I know you're trying to go somewhere and I hope you get there. But I also find it interesting when they say it with a level of comfort with no reasoning behind it. Granted, they like the rap music. It's kind of hard to self-edit when you know the words. There's a comedian, Gary Owens, who plays with the N-word. Some people think it's funny. Some people don't. Because what he does is use the crowd to evoke it because he knows he can't say it. So he'll say, "What up?" The crowd says, no, he said, "What up, my?" And the crowd says, "Nigga." So he's like, every time I point, I need you to say that word. So he'll do this whole thing that make it fun and funny for the crowd. It's just it's a taste thing at that point. Is the joke working? It's clearly working. So you really, you can only be mad, but that comes from self, right? But then I take the Tony Robbins bit. And when you listen to that bit in the beginning, he's talking to a crowd and telling them how he deals with black people and how they wasn't, you know, how they was responding to him. And then he goes into this song and dance about I'm a nigga, you're a nigga, da 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 da. And then your chorus, because white people just sometimes don't understand what they're saying and how they're saying it in the presentation they're saying. Of course, that ER sits thick. The ER sits thick. And so Tony Robbins is having this dialogue and the crowd is laughing and yucking with him and shit. But it's like, you created this source and you go in your position at this time, your position of privilege. It's an old clip and maybe he's learned something since then. I'm not going to excuse that or make that a reason for why. But your thought about us is that we were trapped in our own slavery. Be like you, a white guy. That's to be like you, a white guy. We're in a position where when that clip was made, there was no Obama. There was nothing close to it. Even today, you look at lending practices and housing. You look at the justice system. You look at the peace officers of the street, the police officers. You look at all these points of references and pieces, and somehow white people have a difficulty understanding the problematic nature in which you address sensitive black topics, like leadership. He's a motivational speaker. You're telling a black person to understand leadership when they were never set up to lead. They could lead a group of people, another group of black people, but they are not set up to lead. Because once it comes to, I always say this, man, no one's ready to take over a situation like a white person, white male. No one, they could be the least qualified in the room, but they're ready to take over every single fucking time. There's a situation where I was the most qualified person for this thing that was going on, and I was ready to take it. Then all of a sudden, well, I'll get it if you know. And then he wanted to participate and be the leader, knowing my qualifications were superior to his. I talk about all the time in the filmmaking world. I have to work 10 times harder to be the best, to get the opportunity to sit in a room with the average white dude at what I do. I can be the best person in that room, but I am working 10 times harder so I can get in the room to sit next to the average person. Yet, that average person in the average person in that room will try and tell me how to lead, how to be better. They will still attempt to run the show. Plenty of times I'm asked to lead off conversation and panels and things like that. And I know the energy of the room is like, well, who is he? Who is he? This average ass motherfucker will look over and say, who is he? Tony Robbins is likely not the best leader, or maybe not even the best speaker, but he does it with so much confidence and authority that he felt that he could have the comfort to say all that he was saying because he was such this authority. Let me tell you why you still have a slave mentality, because you let nigger bother you. No, we let nigger bother me because that's how you take power from us, or try to. That is the vocal quip that you use in order to take power. That's how we know. That's your dog whistle. Doesn't make you better than anybody. Doesn't mean that you can lead. Like, I don't know why niggas be listening to these niggas anyway, man. What did Tony Robbins done? Motivate people? The fuck does that even mean? Motivate somebody. You know, in so many ways, it's like saying you help lead weak people. Not calling everyone weak that listens to him, but just saying, like, the fuck does that even mean? I listen to so many motivational speakers, Preston Smiles on here. Like, these are people who tangibly has done nothing that you can really hang your hat on, that you even know. I like Gary Vaynerchuk. The fuck does he really even be doing? He's the head of Vayner Media, as he calls it, and he also has this wine company all this was fucking handed to him. So he goes around, he does a lot of promotional and motivational topics and shit like that, says a lot of great things. But all you know is that he created a company, right? But you don't know what that company does. You don't know what it does. Like, when have you came across it in your day-to-day life? None of that shit. You just know. Gary Vaynerchuk be on this bitch cussing, hanging with all the cool people, picking up phones and telling everybody else they ain't shit and they need to get the fuck to work. That's all you know. But they speak with such authority. The fuck are we even listening to these type of people for? Why aren't you just motivated to make the shit that you want to make? Why don't you have the friends around you that speak to you in this way? Why you let some strange white dude from wherever the fuck tell you that you ain't shit? Not saying you can't even take nothing from them. I'm not saying that any of that information isn't valuable, but fuck them niggas. Like, it could be valuable information, but fuck them niggas. I don't know, man. At first, I was really like, yo, well, I never really fucked with him. But at first, I was like, yo, man, that's fucked up. But then I was like, not really. It's not really. It's what we know that they do this shit. And they hide it. I hate saying they. Because it's not all white people. But it makes you wonder. It still makes you wonder. You know, I mean, minus that, he got the sexual allegations out there. In this day and age, why are niggas still trying it? That's why so many niggas in relationships, they ain't trying to get caught up in this bullshit. Definitely not trying to get caught up in this bullshit. I'm trying to find me a woman now. Not for nothing, I'm trying to find me a motherfucker now. I want a motherfucker riding with me, man. I ain't trying to get in no trouble. They be like, you did this. Nah, nigga, I was with my queen. You ain't have me. I'm gonna harass shit. That be honestly the dodgy thing about doing the photography sometimes is like, yo, I ain't touching you, man. This chick hit me up the other day talking about doing a shoot. We was gonna do a shoot. She hit me up. I'm like, what's up? Say, hey, I like your work, blah, blah, blah. You know, I kind of want to do some things like this. Send me a bunch of lingerie type shit, right? Cool. I'm like, I will, so, you know, where you want to do it? What's your idea? How you feeling? She's like, well, I kind of want to do some of this, a lot revealing, real sexual. I said, okay, what's your dates like? I have to think about it. Because I work, this, that, and the other. Then she was, just so you know, I got a boyfriend. Bitch, I ain't asked you about, you hit me up. I was on YouTube watching some motherfucking puzzle making and shit. I was minding my fucking business. You hit me up to motherfucking shoot. And you want to tell me about some boyfriend. I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend. I'm not even trying to, you're not even my type for one. Fucking tell me about this shit, man. Man, let me get out. I got to do this fucking post show and it's getting dark. It's hot up in this bitch. So, anyway, facebook.com/kindaFamousPod, POD. Go there. That's where I'm gonna post some of these stories I talked about today, as well as that's where the post show will be posted. Yeah, the post show will be posted there. I'll get over to arrowfilms.com/buy now. Get them clean as people collectors, which you can also buy at Kinda Famous Pod on Facebook. What else? From the ground up, groundupict.com. By the way, I'm not playing the show to end, song to end this week. What else we got there? Ground up. Oh, and find me on social media. Ro is famous. Twitter, Instagram. Over there talking shit. Gonna keep talking shit. I think that is all. I don't know where else else I gotta do? Hey, shout out to everybody. Super. Shout out all the mothers. Mother's Day passed. Hope every mother out there had a great Mother's Day, as well as Memorial Days coming up. To all the troops that have died in war, thank you for serving. I give a lot of criticism to the military, but they still doing a very hard job. They're fighting for me to be able to criticize them. So shout out to y'all and anyone who's lost someone who's a veteran in our U.S. Armed Forces and Services. And if you died, or you won't be listening to this, but if you know someone who's died, my condolences to you and happy Memorial Day. Till then, tell your mama I said hi.
Bye. So, in light of you being kind of famous,
why the hell I'm kind of famous? Who the hell she know?